anything like me and you're looking at 2010 as another year in which you haven't gotten any shit done, then this is the movie for you. Because what we have here is a story about a broad that is so obsessed with achieving perfection, grabbing destiny by the balls and squeezing hard that she's willing to sacrifice her life, her sanity, her health, her everything to achieve that. I've never felt like a bigger underachiever in my life. So yeah, Black Swan is basically a movie about a chick going crazy. But as movies about chicks going crazy go, this is one of the best. What I really liked about it is that it's a movie that thrives on paradoxes and mirrors and mirroring situations and irony, because you have a character that is so twisted and wrong, and you know that inside her everything is broken and shattered, but she lives in such a beautiful world where the music is beautiful, the choreography is beautiful, just beautiful dancers, everything around her is gorgeous, but you can just tell that this character is just, inside her, there's real ugliness going on in there. But also what's fascinating is that this girl, the crazier she gets, the stronger she gets. That's what I really liked about it. Darren Aronofsky said that this is a companion piece for The Wrestler. And, by the end of Black Swan, Natalie Portman, with her 40 kilograms or however much she weighs, she would wipe the floor with Mickey Rourke. I swear to God, by the end of this, Nina, the ballerina, is way more hardcore than The Wrestler. But I will say, though, that I enjoyed The Wrestler more because the main character had a bigger personality. The problem with Nina is that she's not really a person, she's a character. And this is a character study, this movie is a character study, so I don't really have a problem with that. But there's just nothing really positive or warm about this person. There's nothing warm about the movie itself. I mean, I wouldn't say it's depressing because it's fascinating to watch and keeps you interested throughout. And if you were really depressed with something, you wouldn't like watching it. But it isn't just that Nina doesn't have any redeeming qualities, She's not funny, she's not cute, she's not sweet, she's not a darling, she's kind of obsessed. And that's the only thing that defines her. At some point, you as a viewer should go, man, this girl obviously has some issues, and nobody seems to know this, or nobody seems to care. Everybody's so wrapped up in their little show or whatever. Even the mom character. There's a mom in this movie, and she's so obsessed with her daughter. She built a fucking shrine to her daughter that it's very hard to kind of get behind that mother-daughter relationships, because the mom is obviously obsessed with her daughter, and that is creepy as hell. And speaking of creepy, look man, I don't know shit about how the ballet world works, but there's this ballet teacher in this movie, Thomas, who there have to be like ballet teachers all over the world looking at this movie and thinking what the fuck when they see a character like Thomas hitting on the ballet dancers and telling his prima ballerina or whatever they call her that discipline isn't everything and you have to let go. And ballet teachers, they have to be like, what the hell man, where did you read that shit? That shit is wrong. There's this sense of futility to Black Swan, because if somebody would just stop and notice that Nina is obviously having some issues, if Nina herself would go like, man, I'm having hallucinations, maybe I should see somebody about this shit. But no, I mean, she's on an express train to Looneyville and nobody cares, not even Nina herself. Yeah, it's still a movie about achieving greatness however you can. And it does have kind of a happy ending from that point of view, even if maybe it's not what you'd expect. But the one thing missing from Black Swan would have been like an ending like the one in Wanted, when Wesley stares right into the camera and says, what the fuck have you been doing with your life? Yeah, if Nina would have done that at the end of Black Swan, that would have made this movie perfect.